Hi, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Good Gas Monday session with me. I don't know where you are in your Monday right now, but I'm grateful to have a moment with you to go deep on a reflection that I've been in and just slowly emerging from over the last week, and it's around the requirement for ease. This requirement for life to be easy, or else it is bad. And I would have shared on my Instagram page earlier about just that principle, that ease is not guaranteed. And so to expect ease as a precondition for your joy, to expect ease as a precondition for excellence, to expect ease as a precondition to start something new is unreasonable, because ease is not guaranteed. So thank you for taking the time to join once you saw this come up. Greetings to all of you who are sharing with me your location right now. So we have viewers from Germany. I just saw somebody say that they're tuned in from Germany. Hi Marjorie from Germany. Hi Mosley in Florida. And of course, you can keep sharing with me wherever you're from. Hi, Jewelicious from St. Kitts, Kemar in New Jersey. It's a pleasure to have you here with me. CM Home Ventures in New York, Rax in Mandeville, Mika in Mississippi in the USA, Marcia from Philly, Terry from Philly. Hi, Sebastian, how are you? Port St. Lucie, Azuri is in Port St. Lucie in Florida, Delano in Canada. I'm going to be in Canada in August, and I'm so excited for that. I'm going to share some more information with you. Dom in Canada as well. So thank you. Viv in Mountain View, big of yourself, Viv. Ayana in Oakland, Constant Spring. Nikki in Junction, St. Elizabeth. Janice in Kingston. Pretty Brown in Boston. Fashion in Texas. And I think this is Wayne in New York. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and for always just being willing to hold a good vibration and a good energy with me, especially on a Monday morning. So this month has been a challenging month for me. Many of you would have known that in the beginning of the month, I lost a very good friend of mine, my photographer, Doms, to violence, right? And I mean, he's not the first person to die that way, but he's the first person in my close group to die that way. And while people can say violence is an everyday thing, I'm almost used to it by now, and everybody I almost feel it for everybody. Generally, there is a sense of collective pain about how hard and evil and wicked people can be to each other, and that you can have a disagreement with somebody and decide to take their life. Like, how do we even get there? What kind of depravity allows you to get to that point where taking somebody else's life is your solution to a verbal disagreement? I've spoken a lot about domestic violence and intimate partner violence, intimate partner homicide, people choosing to take their partner's life because of an argument, because of a breakup, because they've moved on. It is just hard. It is hard in general. And I don't downplay what people have had to deal with in their personal lives, because I did not experience that. So I know it is hard in general. But yes, when it reaches you, there's a special pain that you will feel as you deal with that. And so I've had to be dealing with that and other things, related to violence. Nobody no beat me up. I don't want anybody to think it's violence against me. It's nothing like that, right? But things have just been happening, and I've called July jarring July, because it just it just jarring, like, that's just how it feels. That's how July has felt for me, and I want to be very honest about that. Many people have asked me, how do you stay positive all the time, and how do you just always have a positive energy, and nothing breaking, nothing make you sad. It's not that things aren't there that make life difficult for me, but there is something deeper than that difficulty at all times. And even though the difficulty might in your face and intense and perhaps even feels protracted and extended, I always believe that there is something in me that is deeper than the difficulty. I won't go too much into the additional details of some of the things that, have jarred me in July. But certainly one of the other issues is around Donnelly Donaldson and her being missing for, I think, a week now, or over a week. And you know what the family has had to go through in the public space, trying to get answers and trying to grease the wheels of justice, It is hard. There's no other way to describe it except it is hard. And so when I was invited to speak at the Distinction College graduation, and the theme was graduations are not the end, but the beginning, one of the things that I thought about was all of our beginning. We have a collective way that we begin and a collective way that we end. It is through birth that we begin, and it is in death that we end. And no matter what happens in between, we start the same and we end the same. And here's what is true. The beginning wasn't easy. The beginning wasn't easy. We came into this world in blood. We came tearing through another human being. For some of us, someone had to cut our mothers to take us out. It was a bloody, a painful beginning. It was a bloody and painful beginning. We have that as a fact from our very first day on this earth. Now, it doesn't excuse people being vicious, malicious, evil, wicked. It's not an excuse. But I say that so it can remind you that you're not new to this. And in your most fragile and vulnerable state, you do it dirty and you do it difficult. Your very first day on this earth was a hard and difficult, tough day. I want you to remember that when there is any new thing that emerges to challenge your comfort, to challenge your ease, to challenge, whatever routine you have built up to feel safe and steady and calm. When something shows up to challenge that, just remember, say you never start life easy. So ease is not guaranteed. In fact, this ease is perhaps a requirement of life. Challenges are must. It go happen. No matter who you are, no matter all the good decisions that you make, no matter how much good you do to people and for people, a challenge is going to come. From your first day on earth, you learned that lesson. That to start something new, it go hard. Because it is new, you have no blueprint, you have no practice, you have no experience, and so you just have to jump in with your whole self and deal with it. I don't know what kind of challenge you are facing right now that is new. But if it is difficult, that means it normal. Them have a talk now, them say normal, a lie. Feel away the difficulty is just the new normal. But it's not really new. It has always been. Your very first day, your very first breath, the very first time you see this world was through difficulty. It wasn't through ease. So stop expecting life to be easy. Nobody ever guaranteed you ease. No one guaranteed you a smooth path. No one guaranteed you every single day being a mountaintop, being, roses and doves flying around. There was nowhere in your life that somebody promised you that. So when you see a difficult circumstance come, don't quarrel about it disrupting your ease, because nobody never promised you ease every day. When a difficulty come, maybe you want to whisper to yourself, normal, a lie. right? Just to remind yourself that this is not something spectacular and unique and odd and strange. Because that is the problem when you meet your difficulty and every time it frightens you. The difficulty cannot frighten you every time. The hardship cannot shock you every time. There's an audio that's online. Are you shocked? Are you shocked? Why are you shocked? Are you shocked? Like, why are you shocked? Yeah, you never expect it. Yeah, you never bet upon it. You never plan upon it. You never dream about it and anticipate it as a goal. Right? It is surprising. It is unfortunate. It is inconvenient. But every time the hardship come, you're going to just frighten and shock and freeze and vex and quarrel and resist. Life is not a guarantee of ease. If it guarantees you anything, is a challenge. If a one thing life I can always guarantee you is a challenge. And so you have to decide from early now, what am I going to do with my challenges? Every challenge we meet, I go frighten me. Every challenge we meet, I go stop me in my track. Every challenge we meet, I go depress me. Every challenge we meet, I go make me vex. Every challenge we meet, I go make me can't wake up, or make me can't sleep, or make me can't eat. Every challenge, so you're not ready for life yet. Get ready for life, because life is a challenge. And you knew that from your first day. So nobody go on like you forget it. You don't know why you go on like you forget. Say day one I did hardship and day one I did challenge. But you handled it. And many of us forget how well we are handling difficulties and challenges. Every time a new challenge comes, it's like you forget how you did mash up a challenge last month. And you did conquer a demon last year. And you did surpass an expectation or a limitation when you were a teenager. Yeah, forget, say, you're born for this. You're born through this. But you're also born for this. Which challenge ever stop you? Which challenge ever kill you? The fact that you're still here, it not overpower you yet. So stop forgetting your power. Do not allow in the face of a challenge and a difficulty. Do not allow yourself to forget the power that you have. Do not allow yourself to forget that this is not your first time I deal with a challenge. But the last time you meet it, you never like it the last time, you never like it this time, but the last time you meet it, you beat it. And you are here as evidence of that. The challenge never beat you, or you beat it. So when you meet that one, don't make it frighten you. I mean, it might, kind of shake you a little bit. As I said, July was jarring, but it can't frighten me. There is no challenge that is going to cause me to forget the power I have. Every challenge me meet, me beat. Every challenge me meet, me beat. And I tell myself very, very often that ease is not a requirement for excellence in my life. Ease is not a requirement for me to have joy. Ease is not a requirement for me to feel loved. Ease is not a requirement for me to recognize and access and attract even more abundance. Fendi just messaged, I was pronounced dead at birth. Senior today, mash up every challenge. Like, what kind of testimony that Fendi 345? Then pronounce you dead at birth. And look at you living. Right? Look at you living. Every challenge I meet, I beat. Every time I look at a challenge, I have to remind myself. I might never know this particular challenge before, But you see, the last one, I'm never familiar with it neither. But some meet it and some beat it. I do not allow a problem to cause me to forget my power. And I want to encourage you to do the same. Life is hard for all of us. No matter where you see people, no matter what you see them with, no matter how much money you see them have, there is no ease that is guaranteed for any of us. And I know it is tempting to look at people and say, boy, them have that, them do that, them get that, them come from this your family, them have them something you're going for them. So for them life must easy. In comparison to your hardship, right? Maybe I want a different hardship. Me wouldn't mind a billionaire kind of hardship. Wouldn't mind things like, my jet broke down and I can't get for go where I want to go. Yeah, but I appreciate some different kind of challenge now. Well, that's what I say, right? If you go compare challenge for challenge, some challenge, when you have more money, certain challenge look a little different, right? I'm not going to pretend like say certain challenge will look a little different based on the resources that you have. But wherever you are in life, challenge not easy and challenge not nice. Nobody not walk around and look for it. Nobody walks around looking for a problem. Any problem we have in our life, we do not want it there. We don't want it there. But not wanting it I'm staying in the mindset of, me don't want this, why this have to happen to me? Me not deserve this, me too good for this, me make good decision, look how me treat people good. That's your ego telling you that you deserve ease. And that's your ego telling you a lie. No matter how good you are, life is not going to be easy for you. No matter how nice you look, life is not going to be easy for you. No matter how rich you be, life is not going to be easy for you. It is not a guarantee. The only thing that is guaranteed, sometimes I think, is a challenge. Is a challenge. So if it guarantees, you have to fix your mind to deal with the challenge. So one, that's how I said, beat and teach. Yeah, meet and beat. Some meet it or some beat it. And I do not lose that positive vibration. It is always inside me. Even when the challenge, feels like it is on top, underneath is that strong self-belief. So we are going to meet and beat. I'm sure about that. The other thing I do not allow is for my ego to tell me that I deserve ease. I don't deserve nothing. Anything when me want me to earn that. So if I want victory over this, I have to earn this. God is in me, and God, I go steady my hand, clear up my eyes, give me the courage, and give me the support that I need, whatever wind I need beneath my wings, to go pursue this particular victory. But I know I have to earn it. Me not gonna lie down in my couch and say, ease and excellence are gonna come to me. But I know I have to earn that. So I will not believe my ego when it tells me, girl, this wicked, them evilly, this could easier, you don't deserve this, and you must vex over it, and you must quarrel over it, and you must think about it, and you must sad because, woe is me, and you're a victim, and they must stop it. No. I'm willing to earn every ounce of excellence that I have in my life. Every victory I'm willing to fight for it. All when I know say God ahead of me in a fight, all when I know say God is in me in a fight, all when I know say God behind me in a fight, I'm still willing to put my two in the ring. Yeah. Me willing to put my two in the ring to fight. Because I'm always willing to earn it. Always willing to earn it. So I don't allow my ego to trick me. And many of us are the ego trick you. Something bad happened to you and you vex. Vex until you can't eat, vex until you can't sleep, vex until you can't move, you can't plan, you don't have a next step, you just want to give up. At the ego that I tell you, say truth not easy, you don't want it, and you gotta stop. Don't make your ego trick you. Don't make your ego trick you. Normal thing this. When you see the challenge, say normal a lie. Yeah, normal some of this. And so you meet it, and so you put your mind and you fix your mind and your energy to beating it. Because here you stand, having beaten many challenges before. So, if this is you, and you're experiencing like me, a jarring July, it could have been a jarring 2022 for you as well. Like the whole year just a jar you so. Don't forget, ease is not guaranteed. The challenge is going to come, and you have to fix your mind, to beat it as you meet it. 2, don't allow your ego to trick you into believing that it is supposed to be easy, and because it is hard for you, is life beating you down. Because it is hard, it means that you are a victim. Because it is hard, you have to stop and give up. Because it's hard, you have to go wait it out until it gets easy so that you can start again. That is your ego trying to trick you into believing that you deserve something that none of us really deserves. And every one of us has to get up and earn and work for, which is the results that we want in life. And the last thing I want to encourage you to do is to remember the power that you have. What is that power? In every moment, you have the power to do something. You can either do something about the situation that you're in, like take an actual action to change it. You can do something to take yourself out of the situation that you're in. So you can't change it, but you can come out of it, right? Some of us are in a situation that we cannot change, but we can come out. But make we start with those who are in the situation that we can change. There's something that you can do. Afraid to do it. I know what people are going to say. Afraid to do it. I don't know if it's going to work out 100%. Afraid to do it. Because it don't easy, it hard. You have an action you can take, you get up and you take it. You sitting down thinking about how the situation is hard and you don't deserve it. Your ego will lead you. You lose your power. Because there's a decision that you can take to positively impact that situation, to change the outcome, to change the direction, and you don't take it. You sit down and vex at the situation happen, and you don't take control of the power that you have. Take the action. If you can do something, you do something about it and stop complaining. Say, why me have to do it? I never want to do it. It's hard to do. Well, it is there to be done. So you either got to do it, or stop your eyes. Do it or stop your eyes. Like, we are going to bother quarrel over it for. I learned that from my mother. Yeah. Whenever I bring like an issue to her when I was a teenager, I'm like, and I don't want to, and she said, okay, so you can do this, right? Yes, but I don't want to. Oh, so if you can do it and you don't want to do it and you're not going to do it, stop talking about it. I don't want to hear about it again. All right. So I know so I not have no space with her for just shut off the face and complain and go on about all the ways that things are just hard to do. My mother was not that kind of mother. You see something that can be done to improve the situation that you're in, where the bag of chatting from? Where you got to take up your phone and call your 13 friend them and discuss how you just can't bother and you can't believe say. When you do that and done the credit, then time the credit precious, right? You do that and you done the credit. You're still left with just you and this action where you're taking. No matter how you chat about it and cuss about it, you're still left in that position where you either take the decision or don't take it. All of the talking where you do was just to waste time. Hopefully the talking where you do did help you to build up the courage to take the action. But ultimately, you're either going to do it or stop talk. So I learned that one from my mother. When you have an action for take, just take it. Talk to the people who can give you clarity, not the people who you're sitting around with to complain. Talk to the people who can help you to build up some courage. Not just for, I can't believe, and no, that may help you. That may help you to understand how to take the action and to feel steady enough to take that action. So if you're going to talk about it, be careful who you talk and be careful of the reason why you talk about it. So you're in a situation and you have power to take action. Use up your power, man. Use up your power. Sometimes we're in situations and we don't have any power to take an action. Sometimes it's not even our responsibility to do something. Or maybe you do what you can do and it's still not change. And that situation is not easy. It's hard, difficult, challenging. Are you going to stay or are you going to go? If you have an opportunity to leave, extract yourself, take yourself out of it. Take yourself out of it. I don't know what the situation is for you, but if there is a door that you can come out, exit. Instead of sitting in there and complaining, instead of sitting in there and being angry, instead of sitting in there and being disappointed and distressed and depressed, if you see a route where you can exit, come out. If there's no more action for you to take, come out. And again, it's fear. A lot of us would rather stay in the hardship because we know that. We're sure about that. We know how the difficulty at work. We know how the hardship at work. So we prefer staying at the hardship and cuss it and quarrel and whatever, but we are comfortable in it. It is the exiting that requires courage. It is the leaving that asks us to find our power. It is the starting of a new beginning that makes us feel so afraid. And so we stay in the comfort of the challenges. I am not confused. There are people who love problem. They love problem because it gives them something to talk about. It gives them something to be sad about. It gives them people to be mad at. It gives them people to have vengeance against. And that is what they know and that is comfortable for them. But you see, to leave that and go and pursue a new path and go and pursue a new beginning, go and pursue peace, that's hard. That's hard. So they will stay where they are, as uncomfortable as it is. It is their comfort zone. It is a new beginning that is the greatest discomfort for them. And to them I say, new beginnings are not easy. You have handled new beginnings before. Don't make your ego trick you, say that it's easy for you to start it. And do not forget the power that you have to leave the situation, no matter how comfortable it has gotten for you. And no matter how scary a new beginning is, and no matter how lonely the new beginning is. Yeah, life hard. But there's almost always, not even almost, there's always an option. Me never meet a situation yet in my experience where me not have no option. You know what the final option is? When I can't take an action, when I can't leave a situation, is accepting it. And even in accepting it, I get a new lens around how I'm going to exist in it peacefully, how I'm going to exist in it powerfully, how I'm going to exist in it confidently, how I'm going to exist in it purposefully. Because again, it can't be me. Some meet it or some beat it. So if I cannot take an action to change it, I cannot take an action to leave or exit the situation, I'm going to accept it. I am going to accept it as it is. I'm not complain about what it should be. I'm going to accept it as it is. And find a call came in. Tell me if you're hearing me, because sometimes my audio goes out. Just message and let me know if you're hearing me, please. Mic check, mic check. Hearing me? Mic check. Alright, good. Right. Acceptance is the last thing. Until you accept something, you can't look on it properly. You can't look on it properly to see what other options exist. What other options exist for you to find purpose? What other options exist for you to have clarity? What other options exist for you to have courage? Accept it and look at it. Because in every challenge, there's a lesson there waiting for you. So if you can't do nothing for move the challenge. If you can't do nothing for move away from the challenge, look on the challenge and accept it and see what is in it for you to learn. And I shared that last week in one of my reflections on the run. I tell you, when I exercise, I feel, brain just open up with some wisdom and some clarity to take on this life, yeah, right? Looking at a challenge with the eyes of a champion, right? And the eye of a champion is the eye we say, some meet it or some beat it. You can't frighten me. Some meet it or some beat it. This cannot cause me to forget my power. So when you look at the challenge with that kind of eye, the eye of a champion, eventually you will see what the lesson is for you to learn, what the wisdom is, what the experience is that you're about to glean. Because if you sit down and vex with the challenge, you can't learn nothing from it. You understand? If you sit down and look on the challenge and cuss it and want it to move, you can't learn nothing from it. If you turn your back on the challenge and pretend like it doesn't exist and live in your own merry little world, you can't learn nothing from it. And if I one thing me know, before you beat me, you got to teach me, right? Sometimes I think I should do music, right? I have some lyrics in me, I have some lyrics in me. But it's one of the reasons why I used to post dancehall and reggae music so much, because I just find the melody of it to be the melody of life, right? So some meet a challenge and some know me go beat a challenge. And before me make a challenge beat me, me go make it teach me, right? So what am I going to learn? What am I going to learn? Me have to accept it. Me have to accept it in order to learn something from it. So wherever you are on that journey, I'm asking you to just come back to your place of power. Is there a decision you can take right now to move the challenge? Is there a decision you can take to move yourself out of the challenge? Is there a decision you can take to accept the challenge so that you can learn from it? You hear them say in movies sometimes, challenge accepted. Yeah, challenge accepted. So that I'm going to go through it and learn from it. Me never see a moment in my life when I have an option. Me can either take an action to move the challenge and broke it up, take an action to move out of the challenge and break away, or take an action to accept the challenge and break through. But me never see a challenge will beat me yet. Some meet it, or some beat it. And I want to just leave that with you in our Good Gas Mondays reflection today. If you are feeling challenged by life, quick recap. Life is not meant to be easy. There's no guarantee of ease. Stop getting upset when life is hard. When you see the hardship, when you see the challenge, just bawl out, normal lie, because it is normal. It is regular. So it go on every day. We were born through blood. We were born through pain. We came into this life in a hard way, a difficult way, not an easy way. So when you see the challenge, just remind yourself, as I'm born, tear through my mother and come here, blood, fight, pain, normal lie. Challenge is normal. Challenge is normal. That's the first thing. We don't expect life to be easy. So when we see the challenge, normal lie. 2, we're not going to allow our ego to cause us to expect things that we do not deserve, which is the ease. Don't make your ego convince you that you never deserve this. No matter what you deserve is what you get. What you're going to do with what you get. What you're going to do with what you get. Because thinking about what you deserve and ignoring and not taking action with what you have cannot be a path to success, and it can't be the way you're going to deal with the challenge, by thinking about what you deserved instead. Me don't know if that ever helped you yet, when you think about what you deserve instead of working with what you have. It never helped me yet. If me deserve it and I don't get it, I still have to work with what I have. So don't make your ego trick you into romanticizing and pining for what you deserve, so that you cannot accept what you have been given. And the final thing is, don't forget your power. Don't let the problem cause you to forget your power. For me, there's always an option. The option is either to take an action in the situation to dissolve the challenge. If you don't have that option, you have an option of extraction, to leave. that space that is bringing you the pain and the challenge and the hardship. And if you have none of those two options, then the only option left is acceptance. And that is still a beautiful option because it is accepting the challenge accepted, that you are able to break through and learn the lesson that this particular thing is meant to teach you. Some I talk to Una, some I talk to myself. Una don't think so, some I talk to myself, and same some I talk to myself. Whenever these things happen, I have all a reasoning and a meditation with Krystal and just go deep. Because sometimes the challenge feels like it is on top, but I know what I am made of. I know who I am made by, and I know what I am made for. So challenge accepted. Some meet it, and some beat it. And if I can't, before it beat me, it have to teach me. Yeah, before a challenge beat me, it have to teach me. Can't it not beat me? Never gonna beat me. Can't go so. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm going to share this on my page momentarily. Usually I pull it down after about an hour and then I put it on YouTube. So for previous Good Gas Mondays Live, if you have not caught any of them yet, if you want to catch up, check me out on YouTube, Krystal Tomlinson, and you can watch all the Good Gas Mondays that we've done in long form video. We also have our podcast, Good Gas Mondays. Anywhere you get your podcast, Good Gas Mondays is there. So for persons who want to watch this back, for persons who have somebody where they want to share it with, it's going to be on my page only for about an hour. But you can go over to Krystal Tomlinson on YouTube, subscribe so you get the notification when it has been posted. Thank you guys. Thank you. Sending you lots of love, sending you lots of courage. Whatever challenge you're dealing with now, I ask that you remember your power. I ask that you remember your power and take the action that you have the power to take to cause the change, to cause the resolution of that issue, and to secure your peace of mind. Sending lots of love to anybody now who is mourning the loss of somebody, mourning the disappearance of somebody, especially in the case of Donnelly and her family, mourning an injustice, mourning a lack of resolution, just looking for something to be settled and it's not happening. Sending lots of love and light to you. I hope you see this in time. I hope somebody who loves you shares it with you. And I hope that this blesses you in the way it was intended. Lots of love to you and lots of light. Happy Monday.